Rooster Teeth were not just early to the internet, they helped invent the rules by which it operates. And yet, despite shaping the digital landscape in ways few others ever have, they never fully grasped what made the internet fundamentally different from traditional media. They treated it as another distribution platform, when in reality it was something else entirely. My name is Jacko, and in this issue of YouTuber's Digest, we'll be examining Rooster Teeth, one of the most influential creative entities the internet has ever produced. Specifically, how Rooster Teeth helped build the foundations of the online creator economy, why their approach both enabled and limited their success, and why nearly every internet creator today owes them some degree of credit. From the beginning, Rooster Teeth approached the internet with the mindset of television and film production. Content was structured, episodic, and professionally produced, often ahead of its time in terms of quality. What they did not yet grasp is what the internet uniquely offered: immediacy, audience intimacy, and adaptability. While they excelled at production, they were slower to fully embrace the internet's strength as a two-way space, where community, iteration, and creator accessibility mattered just as much as polish. This disconnect would later become more visible as the platform evolved beyond static content delivery. It is difficult to overstate Rooster Teeth's influence. Anyone who has built a career on the internet, whether YouTube, Twitch, or beyond, owes some level of credit to what Rooster Teeth proved was possible. They demonstrated that internet content could sustain full-time careers, teams could be built around digital media, and long-term projects could thrive outside traditional studios. They didn't just succeed, they legitimized the idea of success itself. With Red vs. Blue, Rooster Teeth did more than create a hit series. They established machinima as a legitimate storytelling format. It showed that games were not just interactive experiences, but narrative tools capable of supporting serialized storytelling. This single series influenced countless creators and helped define early internet video culture. Ironically, some of Rooster Teeth's most engaging content came from formats that were the least traditional. Their podcasts, simple in premise but strong in execution, became standout productions due to chemistry, consistency, and surprisingly high production values. These episodes captured something the internet excels at: long-form, personally driven engagement. As a company, Rooster Teeth were exceptional at recognizing potential and nurturing it. They didn't just collect creators. They understood how to give them structure, resources, and space to grow. This is evident in Funhouse, which refined personally driven comedy into a distinct brand, The Creatures in Couch Up, whose members benefited from early exposure and infrastructure, and the Slow-Mo Guys, who were given room to become something far larger than their original premise of two guys in a backyard. Rooster Teeth didn't just see sparks, they knew how to turn them into sustainable fires. Rooster Teeth expanded into films, animation, and anime-inspired projects, proving that internet creators were not just confined to a single platform or format. However, this expansion often reinforced the central tension of their history: growth without full alignment to what made the internet special. By treating the internet as a digital version of existing media, they sometimes overlooked the value of flexibility, audience transparency, and creator autonomy, elements that later generations would place at the center of their work. Rooster Teeth's legacy is unavoidable. They built the scaffolding that modern internet creation stands on, validated digital work as a career, and fostered some of the most influential creators of the past 2 decades. Their story is not one of failure, but of partial understanding, of inventing a space before anyone knew how it should be used. And for that, regardless of how their story ended, the internet owes them more than it often remembers. My name is Jacko, and make sure to hit subscribe and that like button below if you enjoyed the video, as well as leave a comment as to what you'd like us to cover in a future video. Deixo até com